Ready to go to the wood shop? All right, let's go. Don't trip and fall. What is up, everybody? My name is Daniel. Welcome back to my shop, my little piece of heaven. Today, we're going to update, upgrade, make this better. This is my little small parts catcher off the bandsaw. I made it out of cardboard. We can do better. I'm a woodworker. Let's make something out of wood. Now, I like the overall size of it. It could be a little deeper, but generally it's a pretty good size. So I'm just going to replicate the size here. It's about 13 inches by 5.5. And we'll go 4.5 inches deep. We are gonna upgrade the magnets because we're making it out of wood. It's gonna be a little heavier, so I'm gonna put on some stronger magnets. I'll get it one of these days. What are we gonna make it out of? All these options. I'm feeling Peruvian walnut. It's beautiful and light. And I have a bunch of it. Got my number 2 pencil. Okay, what'd I say? I'm not the best drawer artist in the world. See, I already forgot. My memory is so bad, you guys. 5 by 3.5. Did I say 4 earlier? We're gonna make it 4.5. Five by 4. Okay. So we need 1, 2, 3 pieces at least 13. We'll cut them oversized. 13 by 4. And we can actually resaw these down because we don't need it to be 3/4 of an inch. I think we're gonna resaw it down and make it as thin as possible. I think now we're just gonna run them through the drum sander to clean them up a little bit before we resaw them on the bandsaw. Nectar of the gods. Okay, since we are going to be resawing these, I really don't need to sand both sides because we're going to have to come back to the drum sander after we resaw them. I'm shooting for 3/8 of an inch thickness. Sander. So what I was doing, I was sorting these out because these pieces are thicker than the other pieces. Now we could run these through the jointer to get a nice straight edge, but they're short enough that the table saw will be just fine. Also, you'll notice that I left my coffee cup on my table saw. That is a no-no. Don't do that. But it's my shop. I do what I want. I have a permit.
I'm gonna take you on a ride. We're gonna burn through the night. Why you're so salty? I'll still take a bite.
Okay, we can take my Lambo. I'll put on a
All right, look at these. Look at these leftovers we got. Normally I would burn these, but you know what we're gonna do with these, Isaiah? We're gonna turn these into stir sticks. If you want nice Peruvian walnut stir sticks, go to the DDWW Etsy store, link below. I'm not lying. Peruvian walnut stir sticks. We're gonna use our fancy schmancy Harvey MG 136 miter gauge. I don't know if that's the name. Yeah, I think it's MG 36, not 136. 136 is forthcoming, I'm sure. Once we got it lined up, we can move the stop block and put that in place. Beautiful. Consistency is key, and the stop block helps tremendously. I'm a poet. We need to not cut the fourth one, because that'll be the bottom. It needs to be a different size. I am looking for the garbage can. I can't remember where it is. It's fine. All right, now we need to do the sides. Oh, I forgot we were doing miter joints on these. Oh, FML. There. All right, since we are going to be putting miters on all the corners, and then we're gonna put splines in probably, we need to bring this up. We got this little Wixie gauge. Which means I'm gonna have to bring miter gauge to the other side. Come on. Oh, beautiful. All right. This really is a kick-ass miter gauge. All right, we need to make sure that that doesn't hit. Tighten that down. So we're gonna come up a little shorter than what we were planning. We can't leave the blade up that high. That is just asking for trouble. There we go. So there's two sides to our box. I made extra of those on accident.
Week, I can't believe I'm counting down the minutes till it's Tuesday. Another day back on my feet. I'm fighting every minute till the weekend, so I can live it up and do it all again and again.
Box. We've made boxes here before. We are going to start on this. We're going to do the tape method on the glue up. So what is that, you say? Oh, whoa, let me tell you. First of all, you're going to use your table saw fence to keep everything lined up perfectly. Like so. And then we need tape. All right, after you got everything nice and lined up, you're going to put a couple pieces of tape to hold it all together. We'll do one more. Come on, baby. Aha, see? And then you can just flip it over like so. We're gonna move the fence out of the way here. I'm gonna do this right on my table saw. You may or may not like it, but this is peak woodworker form. I don't know what that means. I have no idea what that means. All right, we're gonna have to move quick on this because this sets up quick. Oh, it's coming out the side. That's cool. Yikes. All right, we need a new top. Remember when I said we're gonna have to move quick? Yeah, that's not cool. All good, muchacho. Oh, now we need to cut that off. Good. All right, back to business. As I was saying, we're gonna have to move quick on this. Thick would have been good. Thick would have been real good, but I don't have thick. I have medium. Boom, boom. Oh, why did I put tape on my shirt? So that I could drop that. So that I'd be prepared for this. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. Yay. Well, I don't know why I'm spraying the tape. That's not going to help anything. All right, we're going to let that set up for just a few seconds. And put the cap back on that. Throw away that one. Where'd you say the trash can was? Right there. Nailed it. It's been a minute or so. I think we can take the tape off now. Spray it from the outside. A braver woodworker would have sprayed it when it was all open, but I'm just not that confident in my quickness, so. This seems to be working anyway. This is gonna take a lot of sanding, oh my goodness. I think we went too much. Well, you know it's gonna hold. It's a good thing I'm a woodworker and not a basketball player. Barely even a woodworker, to be honest. Solid. Love Star Bond. I buy my own Star Bond. This is not, what's the word I'm looking for? Sponsored. Hashtag not sponsored. All right, so now we're just gonna sand it with 120. Keep in mind, this is a shop project. It ain't gotta be pretty. See, I got some glue leaking out, so I might spray the outside corners one more time. Just to be safe. Not gonna hurt a thing. All right, while that cures up, we are going to measure. I've had people make fun of me for the way I say measure. We're gonna measure. Whoop. That's a problem. Hey, look at that. We can put two together and get what we need. Star Bond to the rescue. Actually, we're gonna need a clamp One single clamp. All right. We just need it to be moderately tight. We're gonna put a piece of tape right here. Man, where is that seam? I can't even see it. Take the clamp off. Boop. Check it out. That's not what I wanted. Now that we got that, very quickly, panel. Perfectly flat panel too, I might add. Why don't we just make tabletops that way? What the heck? And we just sand it and you'll never even know there was a gap there. Perfect. All right, now we have a panel that'll fit on the bottom. I mean, it doesn't matter what size the bottom at this point. 6 3/16, 13 1/8. First thing we gotta do, put the blade back to 90. When I put the blade back to 90, I always use a known 90-degree square. I feel like I trust that more than the digital gauge. That's good. I like to reference as much as I can instead of trying to measure everything. I mean, measure in the beginning. Measure. Screw it. I'm just gonna run with it. Measure in the beginning, but then reference the actual parts that you're cutting for instead of measuring. Get more accurate cuts that way, I think. This should fit on here perfectly. Pretty dang good. Now, we could dado this, we could, you know, make it fancy, but once again, this is a shop project, so I'm just gonna glue it and tack it on. Oh my God, what about wood movement? It's so small, it shouldn't be a problem. And even if it is a problem, again, shop project, I can redo it. I have the technology. We were gonna go with pin nails, but I don't have the right size pin nails, but I do have the right size brad nails, so crossing our fingers and hoping we don't get a blowout. You know how I know it's cold? The speed set doesn't want to come out. We're just doing a little bit. By the way, I want to point out how much of a trooper Isaiah is. It is currently 24 degrees outside, and we are doing this with the garage door open. And he's from Hawaii. He's not used to this. He's doing good. Proud of you, Isaiah. All right, I'm just gonna wipe off the speed set with a damp rag. Still gonna sand it, but you know, save yourself a little work. Use a damp rag first. Plus you get an idea of what the color is gonna look like. This Peruvian walnut, when you put finish on it, is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. I could care less what the inside looks like. It's all about the outside. Isn't that what they always say? It's all about the outside that matters. All right, this is how we're gonna, I just had a Montel Jordan moment. This is how we do it. Okay, that was awkward. On the old one, I used these tiny magnets and they worked fine for the cardboard, but considering this is gonna be a little bit heavier, we're gonna go with a bigger magnet. Go big or go home, and we're gonna do 5 of those suckers. So, if I put them down now, they'll just jump together because they're so strong. Watch. Or not. I'm a bozo. There it goes. Ish. All right. Okay. That's how they break. Anyway, that's what we're gonna do. Also, I'm gonna inset them or inlay them. Inlay them. I just need to find a Forstner bit that's that size. 13, 6.5. All right. We want one in the middle, obviously. 6.5. 6 9/16 would be about the middle. And then we'll do 1 inch in on either side. There. Now we know where to drill. All right, guess how we're gonna stick the magnets in? Starbond. This episode should be sponsored by Starbond, and it is not. Starbond, reach out to me. Come on, let's work together. Let's make magic. All right, we need 5 of these suckers. Just about glued my thumb to the jar. Or to the can. That's not a jar, that's a can. That burns in an open cut. I have like a paper cut on my thumb, and I just got the accelerator in it, and that did not feel good. Burnt a little bit. Well, might as well test it, right? Man, that's nice. I really like the way that came out. That is probably a little too nice for what we need, but hey, why not? Treat yourself, you know what I'm saying? I hope you like this one. I certainly enjoyed building this. If you could find it in your heart to like, comment, subscribe, thumbs up, all that good stuff. Share the video with your friends and family. That would be wonderful. Until next time, be kind to one another.
That angel, you're the deepest part of my heart. Oh, you said it.
Nope.
Let us climb and reach the stars.
Dude, all right, I'm thinking about it. Over anticipating.